Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? This your boy Rob Thomas Jr. and this is the real news behind the news. Oh yeah, man. Today is Friday, July 30th, 2021, and I'm on my lunch break. Um, Basically, man, just got a question that I want to do a Sunday. Get back to doing that Sunday morning show where we had church, but it ain't the kind of church that y'all used to. It's the kind of church where we ask logical questions about what we have been led to believe through the indoctrination of religion. Now, if you all follow us on Facebook, and I got to put the link up to our Facebook channel. Let me see if I can do that right now. Let's see if I can put the link up. No, it's not gonna let me do it right now. But anyway, I'm asking the question again. I'm confused with this religious indoctrination because when you read the first chapter of Genesis, it tells us that in the beginning there was nothing here on this earth, nothing, just a big old empty spot, just a big old round ball. Christianity is a hell of a drug, for real. It was just a big old round ball. Now, here it is. They tell us that on the first day, God created such and such. Now, on that first day, God created the day and the night by creating the light and separating it from the darkness. But I'm having trouble trying to figure out if he created the first day and night on the first day, how is that possible when he didn't create the sun and the moon until the fourth day? I got a lot of religious people trying to explain it on my Facebook page using scripture, saying God is the light. He didn't need, well, if that's the case, if God is the light, y'all say he omnipotent, that means he's always everywhere at the same time. There will be no darkness on the earth. He didn't need no sun and moon to make the light. Okay, if that's the case, how is it that God is omnipotent and he's here on earth everywhere? Even when you in the bathroom taking a dump, he's there watching you. I mean, how's there darkness? See, you could come up with a scripture just to satisfy another religious thinking type person. But when a person thinks critically and that stuff does not make sense to him, you got to come up with something better than God is the light. He didn't need no darkness. Okay, if that's the case, how did he create the sun and moon on the fourth day but created all the plants on the third day? Now, if they say a day is 1,000 years, that means the plants survived for 1,000 years without being able to make their own food, because plants need the sun to make for photosynthesis to occur, and that's how they feed themselves. So there's a lot of questions we gonna ask this Sunday, and I'm coming back, y'all. I've been on a hiatus lately, man. Been trying to take care of some things to make my living situation a little bit better, a lot better. That's when you stop asking man these questions and start asking the Creator himself. But I mean, how can we ask God? Brian, did you the Customs LLC, bro? Yeah, we asked the Creator himself. Well, who is the Creator? Because I want to really emphasize the point that I believe in a higher being. As a matter of fact, I don't believe in a God. I believe in the gods. Because there was no one person, no one being that's sitting in heaven that created all this. No, when you go back and look at, all the ancient studies of ancient religions that predated our philosophical and ideological thoughts today, every culture basically believed in multiple gods. You didn't get this concept of a monotheistic God until Judaism came into being. And the early form of Judaism, they did believe in multiple gods. So I'm under the impression that all this stuff was here way before we came here. The sun and the moon was already here, man. Who created it now, we don't know. But it was already here. But Christianity would have you believe that some magical being in the sky said poof, and all of a sudden the sun appeared. Well, again, if he was the light that lit up the world, there is more than one God, but there is one creator who created all the lesser gods. That could be true. That's when you go back to the Greeks, they have Zeus. You know what I'm saying? So I can dig that, my brother. I can dig that. At least we're thinking of along the same line, because this organized religion today will have you thinking that there's only one God, you know what I'm saying, one Jesus, but there's 25,000 churches preaching this one God and one Jesus. If there's one God and one Jesus, how come we need 25,000 churches? How come the black community on every block, you got 4 churches talking about one Jesus? That's another question we're going to tackle Sunday. But hey, man, I'm just doing this on my lunch break, man. I'm going to come back tonight, man, because we want to talk about this tragic situation here that occurred in Minden, Louisiana. The day before yesterday, where a 3-year-old boy was murdered. You know me, I'm like the street reporter. Yeah, exactly, Brother Brian. What they call mythology is actually factual. It really is. So we'll talk about that a little bit deeper. Matter of fact, we might get off into that tonight, you know, to try to lighten up the story. Again, I'm going to talk about a lot of this crime and this killing, because it ain't just in Shreveport, in Louisiana. Murders have spiked all around the country, y'all. It is, I mean, especially since this pandemic, murder rate has soared all around the country. Now here in Minden, Louisiana, Minden is only a town, maybe about 30,000 people, man. And most recent killing, from what we're understanding, because y'all know I'm like the ghetto reporter, I have the streets talk. And Minden is only like 29 miles away from Shreveport to the east. But come to find out, man, this woman bought some Negro that she was messing with around her house. And earlier, this Negro had a shootout with some other dudes in a whole nother city. He left that city, came to Minden, and posted up with this girl. And at the time these cats came and found out what he was supposed to have been, the Book of Enoch. Yeah, I got the Book of Enoch at my in my library. I haven't really read it lately. Again, it's been a while since I read it. But yeah, great book. I suggest everybody read it. Prophetical Acts. Yeah. Hey, let me go back and tell y'all what happened. This women, y'all gotta be careful of these Negroes that you're messing with, because this woman was messing with this dude again. He got involved into a shootout in another city with somebody. These cats came to the house where he was supposed to be. At that time, he wasn't even there. Shot this house 25 times and murdered this woman's child. Now, my whole thing to this, I think they say they got suspects in mind. Because I was going to say, if this woman was sitting around here and allow herself to call herself keeping it gangster, and wouldn't tell what really went down, hell, if I know, and I'm here in Shreveport, that means I'm getting more information than she giving the police. Do I have to get the police that information to get justice for that baby? 3-year-old child murdered, bruh. All because this woman brought death into her home. Man, motherfuckers think this gang shit is cool, bruh, until somebody dies, until a baby dies. Now I'm looking at one of her relatives on Facebook talking about, we gonna handle that for you, baby boy. So what, you gonna go and kill somebody else? The cycle of violence continues. We got to do better, y'all. We're going to talk about that a little bit later and what is possible solutions. We don't want to just keep talking about the problem. Y'all come in tonight. It's going to probably be about 8 o'clock tonight. Y'all come in, join the conversation, and let's talk about solutions to some of this violence. So until y'all see me later on, I thank you, Brother Brian, for your comments, man. You made some very good points. Y'all check out Brother Brian's comments. And until y'all see me tonight, hey, y'all have a wonderfully blessed and prosperous day.